Here we go.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions from something I wrote a few years ago called The Simplest Business Plan in the World. So, what does your business do? Can you just explain it to me?
So I help people turn suck into success, but I focus really on anxiety and PTSD and overwhelm. That kind of
Great. How does it operate?
It offers it by using hypnotherapy to get to the root cause of why people feel the way. So it's very much about the driving the feeling, and then I put layer coaching on top of it to help them work out those things.
Okay, if you would explain your business to a 5-year-old child, what would you say to this?
I make dreams come true.
Great. Who are your customers?
Professionals, and if I niche that down a little bit, it's people who feel stuck where they are, and they may have had successful businesses but don't feel as though that they're moving forward in their life. So it's those people that maybe are fearful of moving where they are into where they want to be. So a lot of my clients do end up moving their jobs.
Right, what's the ultimate goal of the business?
To allow people to find the freedom that they deserve and to feel empowered to take control of their life.
So, see, I'm going to jump in here. So it's not necessarily governed by material success, as in, turnover or profit or something like that.
No, it's about finding that freedom and doing something that they want to do.
Okay. What would truly outrageous success look like, sound like, and feel like?
For me,
Yeah.
to be able to, what I'd like to do is have a small number of clients working one-to-one.
Yep.
Maybe £150,000 a year.
Yep.
And then with the spare time that I've got, to spend more time with my family, friends, travel, and then get more creative, but also then be able to go and help people that maybe can't afford to get therapy. So to be able to do a bit more philanthropic work and really get people to know about hypnotherapy and how powerful it is.
Now, you see, that's what you got very clear just then. Okay, why are you in this business?
Long story, but in 2016, I was in the police and I was assaulted.
Right.
And I started having suicidal thoughts. Didn't get the help I needed. Ended up on the verge of wanting to kill myself. And it was that wake up moment that there was some help. I ended up getting sectioned and didn't get the help that I needed. And then the universe started to provide. It was actually through Mindvalley and then through other people, and then I went on my journey. So yeah, and that's kind of my purpose, is to not allow anyone to go through what I went through, because I know that hypnotherapy is so amazing when you find out why you have those behaviours. It's really powerful.
Okay, so once again, when you come from a place of, I found when I'd been depressed, right, because I had a series of unfortunate things about 10 years ago. Afterwards, I could really help depressed people like never before, because I'd been there myself. So I think one of the gifts you have, even though you've never signed up for it, the bad things that happened to you led you to this better place. Yeah. Can I just ask you, what would you like to celebrate this time next year?
I would like to celebrate that I'm only working 3 days a week, and I'm not actually willing to go to clients because the clients are just coming to me.
Coming to you. What's made your business successful to date?
I think being authentic, showing that there's courage and vulnerability, and being able to have real conversations and step into who I am and be authentic and be unapologetic with me.
What will make your business successful over time?
I think surrounding myself with the right people, and those people that are on that growth journey. Hence the reason why I kind of come back into Mindvalley and just being surrounded by the energy of people that want to do good in the world. So I've done a lot of work on myself around that.
What will your company be known for? What will your business be known for?
Disrupting what the mental health profession is.
What's your role and how will you spend your time?
In regards
to to the business. So what's your role in your business? How do you spend your time? I think you've kind of answered that actually already. I've got a better one, which is, are you a local, regional or international company?
I'm going to say I am an international company. That doesn't necessarily, I have had an international clients, but I'm going to say I am an international company because why not say?
Well, and now of course with being online, of course you absolutely can be. Right, where are your customers?
They're in places like this, and that's one of the things that I noticed, is that you need to move to where people are. And when I was in talent, that was very evident having a conversation with professionals, with people who are at the top of their game. You know, they're big earners, but actually they've still got struggles, and that was one of my biggest things. I'm a working class guy. You know, I've not really, I didn't go to university, not had that. I've had some interaction, but I realised that when it comes to what you can do within this sphere, actually, it doesn't matter how much money you've got. But money is energy, and that's the way that I didn't say where's the money, I was saying where's the energy, and that's when I started to go on this path, and that's why I came back to Mindvalley and came here today, because I think it's a good energy.
Brilliant. Yeah, I mean, so far you're completely consistent, right? And the whole thing is integral. Okay, who can you partner with? Who can you join work with to increase your business?
Yeah, I think this has been one of the challenges, and it's hence the reason I asked that question about the NHS, because my background is police, I'm ex-military as well, so that was very closed. So this is what I'm looking at, I'm kind of looking and feeling at, without being needy, but I can help with business. But I think things like, I have just onboarded my first celebrity client, which I'm really, really happy about. That came from out of the blue, but actually that partnership of finding other networks, and I think COVID, I left the police and then COVID started, so that was very difficult. So I think the biggest thing I found is going out, where are the people sitting, where are they, really just having conversations with people, and that's been my biggest mindset shift, but I'm still on that journey. So I can't answer the question yet, because I'm still...
Well, see, also you'll know the language, the protocols within organisations like police, military, and by the way, our services in the military are now really taking to psychosensory stuff and to trying alternatives because of the PTSD and everything else as well. It's an issue. Okay, who are your advisors?
This is going to sound a bit woo-woo, but actually I've looked to other people to give me the answers. And I think you go through that process of putting people on pedestals and then the experts. But one of the things that I've actually found is the advisor is me. Right. And spending time on being really clear and just asking. Vision talks a lot about lofty questions, and that I find that really powerful if I don't know the answer to something. So I have this thing is, if you don't know what you don't know, how can you feel what you never felt? Yeah. So that exercise you did was really good about stepping into that person. Yeah. So that's one of the things that I've just started to learn. That was a real kind of check for me. Oh, that makes sense now. Yeah. So it's asking those questions about, okay, here's a problem. If I was coaching that with somebody, if I was asking, what would I advise? Where would I go? Taking myself out of that situation. So I'm practicing that, and it's working. Yeah. By the way, it's working because that client that I just onboarded, it came out of nowhere.
Yeah. Okay, so why would your customers purchase your services?
I think my honesty and integrity, I think that's the core of everything I am. I think within this business, there's a lot of people that are chasing money. Yeah. And what I want to do is not it's about the energy. Yeah. And I will be very authentic. I'll tell if I don't know, I'll be really honest. So I say that's my key skills is that.
And how do your business define success?
It's personal freedom. I think it's personal freedom and being able to go and help people without having to force it. So being in flow both in my personal life, so I can travel, I can give my family what they need to. So that's where I'm at. So yes, it's about belief. I've got an inner belief that all of the trauma and everything that I went through was actually part of this process. Yes. So for me, it's not how do I do it, it's just believing and things will show up. And I've found that the less I resist it or the less I try to find the answer and just be open to anything that comes in, it does flow. And that sounds like a woo answer, right? But I found the less strategy that I have, And the more I give away to the process, that if I just be me, I'm authentic, things will turn out right.
When you think about the future now and your business, how do you feel?
I feel really excited because I think, again, when I asked that question about the NHS, the world's in pain.
Yeah.
And actually, it needs a different way of doing it. And the crazy thing is with something like hypnotherapy, it's actually quite easy to fix these problems.
Yeah, absolutely. We used to be a luxury, we've become a necessity.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you so much. Great.